Okay, class, direct and inverse variation. So we're going to start today with direct variation, which is a review from Algebra 1. So direct variation, y equals kx, where k is the constant of variation. So a constant is just a number that just keeps reoccurring. And a lot of times with the same data, it's just the same number that keeps coming up and up and up. So there's a constant, and there's some famous constants out there that are used quite a bunch. So like e. Okay, e for exponentials, which we'll cover later, is a constant that keeps reoccurring in nature. So, and just like slope-intercept form, y equals mx, where m is the slope, kind of like the same thing. K is that constant. Okay, so basically in direct variation, so let's say we have a table. All right, and in the table we have an x and a y. All right, so basically what it's saying, as your x number decreases, the reason it's direct is that your y numbers will also decrease with it, okay? And vice versa, if your x numbers increase, all right, let's do this. If your x numbers increase, the y numbers will increase as well. So that's why they're directly related. They go in the same direction. All right, so like temperature and pressure, okay? So if your volume is held constant, as your temperature rises, so will your pressure. As your temperature starts to cool down, your pressure will cool down. So like radiators in your car, okay, if it gets too hot, a lot of times the radiator blows, something blows in there, the hose or something, that's directly related to the temperature and pressure. All right, so let's look at this example here. Y varies directly with x. Find k. First is to find the constant k. And then we're going to write an equation with only k filled. That's called our general equation. And then something specifically, which is our implicit equation, then find y when x is equal to 12. All right, so we'll do this first example for you here. So we want to find out what y is when x is equal to 12, but first I got to find k. So it's broken down into two parts. So we're going to do the a part first, where we find the constant k. All right, so a. So since I know that this is direct variation, all right, how do I know it's direct variation? Well, it tells me right here. Okay, so we're going to use that. So what I do have is I have x equal to 4, y equals 8. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute these numbers into the x and y. All right, so now I got 8 equals k times 4. All right, so now it's just a simple algebra problem. We can solve for this k value and get our final results. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. All right, let's cancel. 8 divided by 4, as we all know, is 2. And that will equal k. All right, so now that we know k, if we look at the a part, use k to write the equation with only the k filled out. So our direct variation equation, y equals kx, we're going to plug into that k there. And we'll get y equals 2x. And this is the general equation we're going to use to solve whatever problem we're trying to do. All right, now we have the part B. All right, so now it wants us to find out what y is. Okay, it's supposed to be a question mark. We're going to find out what y is when x is equal to 12. All right, so in other words, we're going to take that 12 and plug it in. Pretty straightforward equation. So y is going to equal 2 times 12, and that will be 24.